Hey guy, hey Pugs, thank you. Sorry. Oh my Lord. I've been having one of those days. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to get it on live chat. Okay. Mhm. How are you doing, Pugs? Good to see you. Let me see. Hope you guys are having a good day. What are you up to today? I'm trying to I don't know, live your comments. Hey, Infidel, like, thank you guys for coming over here. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't, it kept like spinning like it was Flava. Hey, Angela, Jamie Lynn, Shannon. Hey, lady. It kept spinning like it was in it saying it wouldn't load. So, hell, I don't know. I have no idea what was going on with it. But I come over to here and like, here it is. Shampoo and roads. That's what I've got to do when we go back up to the cabin, up to my mom's little area, my land up there. We went up there, you guys, for I don't know if y'all saw my community post, but we went up there for well, my uncle passed away, so I went up early, uh, like the beginning of last week, and I just stayed. My husband was coming up Friday for the holiday, and so we, did the funeral and all that stuff. Hey, Carla, infidel lady, Flava, and we got together with my brother. He lives okay, so I was raised on 85 acres, but over the years, my mom and dad, sold some of the land off. So there's like 48 or something like that there. I've got five. But anyway, you pull up the driveway, and my mom's house is there. Then you go on past her house, and my brother has his place there, and he's kind of like taking over the farm. And then you drive past his place, and my little 5 acres is back there that I have a little place on. So we had we always usually do the get-togethers now either at his house or at my place since over the years mama's gotten tired of entertaining, and I get it. uh so we were over there. We had Memorial Day or Labor Day, whatever it was, at his house, and we cooked, and his kids come and grandkids, everybody was there except for one of the kids. And gosh, it was so crazy. So uh we were leaving. We left Wednesday and come home, but anyway, we his wife, so her mother's in the hospital, and she was in the hospital at Meridian, which is about 2 hours from where we live. Hey, Mom Jeans. And so they took off after we got everything cleaned up and everybody, kind of dispersed and left. They took off on his motorcycle and went up to the hospital to see his wife's mom. She was in bad shape. And I was back at our place. Hey, blank screen. And gosh, I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was like getting ready to mow the yard, I can't remember. Anyway, my niece called that lives up the road, and she said, "Hey," she said, I need the kids need snacks for school tomorrow. Are you gonna go to town?" And I said, "Well, I wasn't planning on it, but what do they need? Like, what kind of snacks?" So I had some snacks. So I said, "I'll run them up there." Well, we have a side by side, a razor, so I grabbed some snacks, threw them in a bag, and I heard something before I cranked the razor up, but I didn't pay it no attention. Um, so when I go around the curve, all I could see was like red, and I thought, what the hell? So I gassed it, and y'all, my brother's barn was on fire, and he had, oh my gosh, he used to live the barn. He has a double wide mobile home that he just bought last year or so, but before he bought that, he lived what's now the barn. Used to be a big room he built on, and he had another mobile home there. Anyway, he lived in that area. So there's like all kinds of personal stuff inside that big room. And then he had a big roof over it, but he had his excavator he just bought a year ago. Uh, Excavator, his tractor. His stepson had a brand new Can-Am that he's had about 3 months under there, and just all kinds of tools. I mean, anything you can think. His whole life, like really and truthfully, all the tools and everything was like under this big, huge structure. And when I drove up and I saw it, y'all, I am not kidding you. I didn't even know I had to pee, and I peed all over myself. I didn't even know what to do. Like his son lives right real close to me. So instead of even, I knew he was far away. I knew he was like 2 hours away. So I just freaked out and I called his son, and I couldn't even, they couldn't even really understand me. I was freaking out. And hey, twin thing, Uber Goober, hey, Lucy's World, hey, mama. And so I was like, oh my God. So I look, this happened when I broke my leg last year. I I broke my leg and I was like, my phone was on the razor, and then, I had to get back on the razor. And I thought, girl, you may as well. So I had to lift my leg up because the leg was broken two places. So I had to lift it up and put it over in the razor. And I just gassed it. There was like two terraces and a couple pastures in between where I'm at and where my husband was at. So I just got on there and I just gassed it. And when I drove up, I was hollering, Mark, Mark, I was hollering. And so anyway, that day I called my nephew. I said, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" I mean, it freaked me out. I said, "Your dad's barn's on fire!" And anyway, I said, "Call the fire department." So I turned, as I was calling him, I turned the razor around and I drove back like a bat out of hell, like maybe a minute. I mean, maybe a minute. And I started yelling my husband's name, and he says, "Oh my god, I thought you freaking broke your leg again or broke a leg." So he comes out there, and I said, I told him what was going on, and I know what I was doing when this happened. I had taken the seats out of the razor and I was cleaning it. I was fixing to wash the side by side. So the seats that had, and I just put one of the seats back in because I was fixing to run up to my niece's, and I just put one of the seats back in because I was going by myself. And he comes out there and he's like, "Where's the fucking other seat?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I said, "I don't." I couldn't even tell him where it was at. I jumped in my vehicle and he jumped on the razor, and we went back down there, and I ran and got my sister that lives with my mom, and it was just like it went up like that. I mean, like I couldn't believe when I saw it. I saw where the big red flame was at, and then it looked like it was so crazy. It looked like it was like running down the gable, like the flames was just running down the gable, and so he lost everything. Like he lost his excavator. Of course, it was financed, so they're going to take care of that. They told me it'd be about a 6 month process, but he didn't have insurance on his tractor, and it was paid for. I mean, but he didn't have insurance on that, and his son he's paying on the Can-Am, so I'm sure he's got insurance on that. I think you almost have to if you got something financed. But he was, oh my God, it was so when I called him, they were coming down the elevator from the airport. Hey, Michelle. And they were coming down the elevator, and he couldn't even understand me. He thought it was my mom because our mom is 86 years old, and it's just like a matter of time before. I mean, she's goes down every time I see her. She's gone down a little bit more, and a little bit more. So, um, and she's ready to go. She says, "I'm ready to go home. I don't even know what the good Lord's keeping me here for." But so it was like it was devastating. It was like I have never been through it. My grandmother and my grandfather's house burnt, but I was young and I don't remember. I mean, I remember it burning, but I don't remember I don't remember, the details and really of it. And I didn't have the feelings that I do. I mean, I have spent a lot of time under that shed and, there with him. And I got to tell you guys. So he had a gun safe in there, a big gun safe, and his son had just moved over there to the land where we were all at, and he had all his guns in his dad's gun safe, and my brother had all his guns, and he had money and jewelry. My dad's gone, and my uncle's gone, and my uncle fought in World War II, and so my brother had gotten a lot. I mean, they didn't have kids. My uncle and his wife, they didn't have kids, so my brother and I, were their inheritance, and um, my brother got his guns, and like, oh, I had a shadow box made and just with my uncle had retired from the phone company, and I just like such like cool mementos in this shadow box and everything, like he had all of it out there in that big room. And the gun safe, it was crazy. I've got videos, but the gun safe, my nephew realized when the fire department got there. I have to say, two fire departments responded. And you guys, when I tell you, we are out in the woods. I mean, like we live in the country. My mom's place is in the country, so they were there within probably 10 minutes. I mean, and that was really good. But they started putting the fire to it, I mean, water to it. But it was so my dad retired from the power company there in the town back in the day. My dad retired from there, and my brother works there now. So they had what, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right, but it's creosote poles. It's like the light. It's like light poles that, and if I'm not mistaken, they were like soaked in soaked in like diesel or something like that. But we got always growing up, we called them creosote poles. I don't know, but anyway, that's what my brother had his power pole. His power pole was on is on that, and his power from his home was running. It runs out there. That was like the main hub for everything. And so he, whenever we had sawmill, and so he took a lot of those creosote poles and he split them with the wood cutter, the woods, the wood, whatever you call it. And so he had built that building and that big barn and stuff out of creosote poles. Hey, Scarlet Poppy Field, how are you? And Jamie Lynn, how are you, doll? And so anyway, it went up fast. And so when the fire department, I mean, like it was all wood. There was no, it wasn't on a concrete base. But anyway, so the fire safe was supposed to be fireproof. So that night, after the most of the ambulances had left, I think there was still one there, and the power company had showed up. They pulled it out with our side by side. They pulled the safe out and they opened it. And girl, guys, all the stocks were burnt. I mean, it didn't. It wasn't fireproof. Now, the fire marshal said when he come out that it probably, oh yeah, everything stinks. Yeah, the safe was fireproof. It was I mean, it was a big heavy duty one. It was I've got pictures, Lucy. I'll have to send them to Kay and let her send them to you. It was crazy to see. Uh, but the fire department told them that it probably would have rambling right on. Yelper said that it probably would be okay. It would not have, the stalks and stuff wouldn't have burned, but considering everything around it was fire. I mean, it was wood. Like the floor was wood, the walls were. I mean, he built it out of wood. There was no sheetrock, and then not to mention he had diesel, he had propane bottles because I mean he had everything. The excavator, they were able to get the vehicles out of the way. There was a couple of vehicles, they were able to get them out of the way, but they lost, I mean, everything. It just like went up like that. It was like gut wrenching. It felt like losing a family member. It like, and I can only imagine how he feels, because I mean, that was his place, and it made me sick to my stomach. And so that they come home, they come straight home, and he said, I told my mom that night, I said, I don't think that it's set in with him yet. So sure enough, the day I left Wednesday to come home, I waited on the fire marshal to get there. I had to give him a statement and all that. And they figured it started from and the crazy part is he has a black stone and then a huge barbecue pit made out of barrels, like those big ones that you see you can pull behind your vehicle. And so that day they had cooked on that. They had grilled the hamburgers and chicken and sausage and all that stuff. They used that. And my husband was the last one. And he said, I turned it off. And then we really thought that's where it started at Pixie Sticks. We really thought that's where it started from, was the fire, the grills, but it didn't. It started from, the fire marshal said he couldn't say 100%, but it was either from, he had a tankless hot water heater in there that was run off electric. And then, or either the electrical panel that goes to run, that ran the everything. So anyway, it could have been a lot worse. Somebody could have got killed. He could have not have had any insurance on anything, and he was like really concerned. He didn't know if his homeowners, like if it would take care of that kind of, he didn't know. So, but they did. They come out. They said they would, they would take. They're going to depreciate everything naturally, and but they would, but there was limits on everything. But Kubota told him it would take about 6 months before he got his excavator, my husband had just used the tractor that morning and got his food plot ready for the where he hunts at. And just before we started cooking, he ran the tractor back up there. My brother said, "Man, I wish you kept that so bad." He said, "I like," because he lost it on that. He didn't have any insurance, but anyway, nobody got harmed, and it could have been a lot worse. But I tell you what, it did make me like make sure that your insurance policies are paid up, and that, I mean, that you have stuff insured that you need to have insured. It's just a shame that everything costs so damn much these days. But hey, okay, let me see what Michelle said. Don't ever go. Let me see. Oh, let me get back there. You don't ever go there ever. Jesus, I lost everything when Jonathan died. Everything. First of all, oh, you talking about what Marissa did? Yeah, yeah. So Thanks everyone for the prayers. I appreciate that. My brother was like, it's like really set in now, and I just, it's so sad, you know. But yeah, that's Michelle, she is so freaking contradictive, man, and so damn crazy. I actually like, for her to say she's not in the damn drama community and she's giving you to the drama community. Bitch, let me tell you something. That bitch is eat up with freaking drama. She is drama community, whether she wants to admit it or not. Look, she's either up or she's down. There's no balance for her. That's just the way she is. Um, I mean, her antics alone, guys, that she has like pulled over the years. Yeah, sorry, my hair. So I got it all pulled back. My hair is filthy. But I'm got some MGL hair today. But the antics that she's pulled over the years, uh, is like absolutely drama. I mean, getting on there and acting like she's having a heart attack or whatever her damn shit is going on with her damn brain tumor or whatever's going on, her headaches, her migraine, all that. That's drama, Marissa. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are drama. Norma Chavez, hello. And yeah, I mean, you know, and then Michelle, can I talk about this? Her making such a big deal over your gun that night. Let me tell you something. It is not unusual at all for people in the South to have guns laying around if you don't have small children at home. If like we've got guns all around our home. We know where they're at. They're not out in the open, but they could be. I mean, if we needed it for something, it very well could be. And I know my niece and her husband, they don't have kids, and their guns are visible, and they've got them all over. So it's not uncommon for you to have had your gun, your pistol out. I mean, I thought that was ridiculous the way she acted. First of all, the bitch didn't even see it. Somebody had to text her or call her and tell her the gun. They had like you had it in your hand, waving it around, completely blown out of proportion. That's drama, Marissa. That's drama. Got a newsflash for you, bitch. That's drama. The way you acted was drama. I mean, that was ridiculous. Um, and she don't know how to let things go. She brings it up every chance she gets. She talks shit just like on Unirock. Uh, Sitting there today or this morning, whatever it was last night, one reading. She's gotten info on them. So she says, I haven't looked into no one. I haven't looked into no one. No, bitch, you don't have to because you've got your little goons doing it for you and they send it to you because you're too busy with everything else. Uh, so you've got your people doing it for you. You may not look into them, but you've got other people looking into them. And it doesn't matter whether you look into them or not. You still get up there on your panel and you read the information that you've been given. Whatever they tell you, you get on there and you read it out loud. So you basically dox all these people. You talk about their personal life. You were talking about Unirock's girlfriend, the fact that he lives in his mom's house, and that his mother probably wants his ass out. And first of all, let me ask you this, you guys: have y'all noticed? Hey, Notorious Ash 274, have you noticed how apparently Adrian is the know-all, see-all man? If whatever he says, proof in the pudding. Hello, welcome, Unbothered Reacts. Have you guys noticed how his whatever Adrian says is the gospel? Like she goes to, well, Adrian said this, Adrian said that. Did somebody die and make him God, leave him God? If they did, nobody told me about it. I mean, she acts like Adrian, whatever he says is the gospel. Look, he may be an intelligent man and he may know a lot of shit. Hey, pearls of wisdom. He may know a lot of shit, but he don't know every damn thing about every damn thing. And he damn sure don't know about what goes on YouTube because I don't think he wants to have anything. All he knows is what she tells him. And I don't think he wants to have anything to do with it. I mean, good Lord, that's ridiculous how she acts. I talked to Adrian last night and then she wants to sit there and talk about, oh my God, talk about how Michelle should like she pulls her shirt up and uh tries to pull it. She said, and she's almost 50 years old. Well, bitch, you and her are the same age. And do you think it's cool for you to call these calls back off these this phone sex? Is that age appropriate? You've got children too. You've got a son and you've got a husband. And you get on there and have phone sex with all these guys and lead them on and agitate it. So do you think that's cool, bitch? I mean, really and truthfully, girl, you need to somebody needs to send her a mirror. They need to send her a mirror so she can prop it up behind that damn computer and she can look at it and she can see her contradicting herself. Man, hypocrite to the hilt, getting up there and saying all this crap when she is guilty of doing everything that she says that you're doing. You know what I mean? And then she said today, whenever she had her last live, that like really pissed me off. I was listening to it. That's why I said I've got to schedule a live. I wasn't going to talk about it. But yeah, no, no, if he does, they're probably that big. They're probably that big. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you like I told my brother one time. He was fussing about his wife, and it was ridiculous. And he was fussing, and I had heard it the night before. And the next day, I had my mom. It was New Year's Eve. My mom fixed him a plate, and I took it up there. And he was sitting there on the steps when we pulled up, and we was on the side by side. And I said, "Are you gonna come get this plate? Mom sent you." And he's like, "Yeah." So he gets up and he comes up there and he starts talking to me again. And then he says, and he starts bringing that shit up again. And I'm like, you know what? You know when I brought Mark up here, my husband was with me. I said, you know why Mark come this time? I said because he's got a big set of nuts, and I need you to go around there and grab a hold of him and feel what it feels like to be a man with a set of nuts and act like a dang man. So, anywho, that's what Walter needs to do. He needs to see. Hell, Princess's nuts would probably work in this situation. I mean, good Lord, they probably be more manly than his. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Give me just a second. So I got some. I got some little things here. I want to go and I want to play real quick. I got to go to the timestamp. Some just crap that she was saying. And then talking about man, talking so ugly about Wendy and Randy, and so disgusting, so disgusting. She's so vile. And then all the stuff that she says, whenever she was talking crap about me, trying to talk crap, saying that I said, "Hey, Kimberly, how are you?" Saying that what I said I would rather do instead of what. Let me just tell you something. I didn't say that, and if I had said that, if that was the truth, if I would rather be with a woman, that wasn't what she said. But I mean, she was very vulgar with it. And look, I've got no filter lots of times. I would get up here and say stuff, but I won't even repeat what she said. That was that nasty and vile. That's not. I just don't roll like that on a public platform. I couldn't say it. But if I did want to, would rather be if I liked being with women better than being with men, that's who I'd be with, bitch. I would be with a woman instead of being married to a man. Nobody's twisted my arm and made me get married to my husband. I've been nothing but married to men. I mean, I've swam in the lady pond. I've been very vocal about that, but not anything consistent or long term. So, and not that it's any of her business, but she wants to get on here and talk crap about everybody, and she's so violent, ugly about it. Uh, yeah, they do make a good team. They absolutely do. And then she says that she's going to leave her lives up because they need to be left. No, you're leaving them up, bitch, because Michelle is a money cow for you. She's a cash cow. You've already said it. You've already said it. So, uh, don't start trying to backtrack now, girlfriend. We already know. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. If she, let's see. Oh, I think she took the one she did down, unless she's got it on regular. But I think I screen recorded it. The last one I don't see unless she did it under her Molly Go Lightly. Let me look. Bear with me real quick. But and then saying, doing put up one in the chat if you want me to be done with her and not talk about her no more. Bitch, first of all, you've got your little goons behind the scenes telling you that they don't want you talking about it. No, she took it down. That they don't want you talking about it. So that should be enough for you. Not you just wanting to have your unbothered reacts. Yeah, and she wants to call everybody else peach punch. She wants to talk about everybody else being imbeciles and stuff. Man, she's got some freaking that bitch is crazy. Like she is certifiable. So for real. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay. All right. Well, how about this? A narcissist, from what I understand, will never say, "I'm sorry. It's my fault." Fact. Well, I'm always saying that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Really?
And it won't ever happen again.
Really?
So
I have never heard her say she was sorry and that it was all her fault and that it won't ever happen again. Never have I heard that come out of her mouth. Not I, said the goose.
I'm a narcissist. But here's the other thing.
Now this is the killer.
One thing that I'm called just as much is a liar.
Yeah, you think?
So I come back and I say, all right, what's there to lie about? And then it's the same thing they say, you lie about everything. Lie. All right, that's not what I asked. What did I lie? Just name one thing I lied about.
Okay, bitch. I've already done this so many times it's not even funny. And every time I prove that she lied, she talks over me or she dismisses me. But she had back whenever there's so many, but the one that comes to my mind immediately was whenever she sent me messages asking me if I was in if I had been in John Crime's chat. She called me. First she sent me text messages and we went back and forth. But she gets up on her live and says that when she called me and asked me that I lied and told her no, which that's so not true. I did not tell her no. I told her yeah. And that I didn't have to lie to, I mean, I didn't have to answer her or anybody else whose chat I go into. Then she gets up on our panel a few days later and she's got Laura up there. And that's when I broke my leg and she's like, Barnyard, get up here, get up here. And I don't think she expected me to come up there, but I did. And she was like, but before I got up there, she had said that she had reached out to me in text messages and it asked me, and I denied. I never responded to her, but I didn't respond. Well, I had the text message, the whole, and I still have them, the log where I had responded to her. So I'm up there proving that she lied to everybody, and she just ignores me and starts talking over me and changes the subject. So that's one of many lies that she has lied on Alicia. She has lied on all of. She's lied. She just lied not long ago and said that I made up a bunch of crap on Mario. Never did I make up anything on Mario. I was I tried to bridge that gap for them, for those guys. You know what I mean? I didn't lie on Mario, and she knows I didn't lie, but she conveniently forgets everything. She's such a she's ridiculous, man. Hey, Mario, speak of the devil. How are you?
Oh. So my husband last time we was talking at dinner said, Marissa, he said, one of the things that we are going to have to present to this attorney in Ohio.
Okay, so this is where she's trying to threaten Unirock. You know, she's like throwing her crap out there to Unirock. Let me see.
Provide documentation that she was hospitalized and that she has had to Uni both understood, I think, she's a ball of emotions and undealt with trauma. Missy, she's got you fooled. It was all an act. I was well, Adrian kind of said that. Adrian said a court-appointed attorney in Ohio is going to say, is not going to do shit, and is going to say, you're an idiot. You had a chance to walk away from something like this, and you didn't for a couple of views. That's exactly what Adrian said.
Oh, it's whatever Adrian says, right? Whatever Adrian says, because he's a know-all, see-all. I mean, he is the oracle, man. He is the main kahuna. He's the bomb. Yeah, I mean, good Lord, she is pathetic. Pathetic. Hold on, I was going to try. There was something she had said about. Let's see. This one. She said about Randy. No, that's not it. But anyway, when she was talking about, kids, that when Randy was telling her that the kids, oh yeah, I know what it was. When she said that, oh gosh, I hope I got that recorded. She was saying that, basically saying that Randy didn't get the information. Wendy didn't have the information right. Let me find that again. Hold on. Oh, I know. Hold on a second. That's live still up. Okay.
He goes, he's gonna qualify
Okay,
for a court-appointed attorney.
Giving me like the hard up and down. You know, like you told her.
I would love it if you guys. Yeah.
No, it was after.
Okay.
The only time that got in the panel since then is when she threw jabs at my
Okay.
brother-in-law because he took.
I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to what Randy says.
You don't go out there, John. Right. And she had no right to even mention him.
I never did.
Disgusting.
Yeah, she did. Talk about his kids.
That
Listen.
wasn't me.
Sadly, though, it is not the
Can you
first
guys hear
time,
that?
nor is it the lowest she's ever gone. It is
You know what, bitch?
87 people.
Let me tell you something, Wendy. You better shut your fucking mouth. That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
That brought up that baby.
That was her mouthpiece. Goose.
Get your
Hey,
facts
Jeff,
straight.
how are you?
You
Brett's
fucking
mom?
imbecile.
Kristen,
I thought you
how
had
are
a
you?
fucking brain. You didn't even listen
Good for
to
you,
it.
Jeff. Good.
I go low. You're the one that fucked a priest while you were married. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, how ugly.
They're disgusting, though. That's the her. Marissa can suck fucking dick.
Way to go, Michelle. Hello, German lady.
Everyone comes after her and gives her that BBC right up the ass. I don't want to. Please don't say that. But can I?
Now listen to this. Listen.
Hey, I want to say this. Hey, I want to say this. When she was saying stuff about your son, the one that's in jail.
Yes.
I want you to know that I defended you on that because I have a daughter that struggles, and there's no secret on it. Hey, hold on. Let me finish my. Hey. Let me finish my sentence. And I was saying, that I know that struggle, and I understood exactly what you meant. I don't want to talk about it because I think the less
the priest.
the more, the better. I promise you, the better off you are because I let people know about my daughter's situation. They use it for, ammo, and I don't care how. Well, your kids, you know how much you love your kids. There's no way to get immune to it.
Amen.
There's no way. So I would just be careful. But I do understand what you meant by that.
Yeah. So my son didn't see 8th grade. He's so super smart that he went from 7th grade to a freshman. And he had a full ride at 17 to Aaron first.
Randy's fixing to say something
Engineering, right?
that Marissa just twist.
What happened in college? Like someone he got hooked on heroin.
She's shoving that face with candy.
What do you mean it's my job to watch it? What parent goes to college and follows their kid on campus? What parent does that?
She would probably do that. She's way in that. But I don't want to speak on her parenting. But
I mean, Randy and Wendy was taking the high
I'll
road.
leave you in the dust, bitch.
Revival. Hello.
I got a prize child. You can't say shit.
When he's 5 years old in soccer, and I
A
coach
prize child.
5 and 6 year old soccer, 5 and 6 year old soccer.
On top of being an astronaut and everything else.
For 7 and 8 year olds, and I kind of knew about.
I've got some
football, but I
stuff,
didn't.
Jeff.
So for 7 and 8, I sought out from you, but I was assistant coach.
Good Lord, what a
for
pig.
second year for 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10 I was an assistant coach, and then 9 and 10 I was a godmother. I'm not.
Okay.
you're not a godmother, especially coming with her. Please.
Listen,
Me, the one with the prize child.
Listen to what Randy said.
Got it.
Michelle, I have 3 kids. All 3 of my kids have struggled with something. And the thing is I know I'm a damn good mom. You was a damn good mom. You are a damn good mom. There's nothing she could say, but please don't put down parenting. Leave her son completely
So she
out.
said she had 3 kids, and they
hear
all
what she
struggle
said?
with something. So Marissa goes on here and she says, let me see what timestamp I wrote it down. She says that, let's
We
see.
found out who she is last night. He wanted this to be a secret,
Oh, crap.
so then he should have kept it to himself. Her number, and that's when that woman, that same cop, what if you guys became members?
Okay.
I would love that, really.
Now listen to what she says, how she twists things.
Live of Molly Golightly. Okay.
You heard
And I
what
see
Randy
you.
just
Yes,
said.
Kimberly, how are you? So let me tell you something, Twinkle Toes over there, Wendy.
Twinkle Toes.
You need to know what the fuck you're talking about if you think you're going to be doing all this investigative work and giving fucking advice and saying that you're not going to comment on me as a mother. And then with your partner Randy over there saying that she's got 3 daughters who have had addiction problems.
That's not what she said. She didn't say she had 3 daughters, and she didn't say they had addiction problems. She just gets through saying Twinkle Toes needs to have her shit, get her facts straight. Well, she can't even freaking keep her facts straight. So who is she to tell anybody to keep their damn facts straight? I mean, the bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let me find my glasses and I'll drop the link for you, Michelle. I mean, who the hell does she think she is? You know? Okay, I put it in chat, Michelle. Yeah, who does she think she? And then to talk about Wendy like that she did. I mean, that's so tacky, man. She's so vile, and I don't get it. I don't get why people are over there, co-signing that crap for her. And she goes off and runs her mouth about, um, Adrian, what he said they were going to do in court with against Unirock or whatever. And Justin or Goose or somebody is texting her and blowing her phone up, telling her to shut up. She's playing her card. She can't hold water, like my dad used to say. She can't hold water. Oh, hold on, Michelle. Hello.
Hey, babe.
How are you?
All right.
Where you at? Oh, why are you stressed?
Huh?
Oh, hold on a second. I'm trying to get you up there. I said, why are you stressed, babe? Not because of Marissa, I know.
What do you think? I mean, so we can play this drama thing all we want on the drama community. When you bring my son into this, my son that passed away, you are crossing like massive boundaries, right?
Well,
Like, I don't know who this girl. I don't know her name. I don't know who she is, but if she says that she has like balls and stuff, if she says she's got balls and she wants to come after me, then give let her give me her address. She's like, I'm so tough and I want to hurt you. And she brought up Jonathan. Bitch, give me your address, right? Because I'm from the South and we don't fuck around, girl.
girl, she's so full of shit. She
No,
really and
but
truthfully.
she wants to act all tough and be a keyboard warrior and come up and panel, and she wants to bring up Jonathan's name
Well, she has
for 2
she has
fucking
most definitely.
days.
I don't know why I can't get your. It says you're added to stream and audio only.
I could because I look like shit because I've been
Oh, that's
crying for
okay. That's
2
okay. That's
fucking
fine.
days, right?
I thought. Well, don't let her listen to you. Don't.
It's
You
the
got her
point.
triggered. And German
She
lady, real
brought
quick.
up Jonathan.
I know, babe. I know.
People were on her live stream saying I murdered my son.
Well, babe, listen to
I
me.
have been like this for 2 days. It's fuck Molly. And I saw I was joking. Can I cuss on your channel?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because I was like, you fucking cunt whore, bitch, slut whore, and I was,
I heard it was hilarious. And you said you had Tourette's, since you.
but I
I mean,
don't
it
have
was.
Tourette's.
I
I
know
was
that, but it was.
joking. I
But
was
she took it and
joking.
run with it. I know you don't have to. You were saying it like you were being funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? But she took it and ran with it
And
like
now
you.
her channel is like, oh, you can't get Tourette's. It's not contagious. Bitch, no
Oh
fucking
my.
shit. It's not contagious. But this Lithuania, whoever her name is, if she wants to act all bad and tough, fucking give me your address, bitch. Meet me somewhere. I will beat you into the fucking ground for what you did.
Michelle, she is so much. I'm gonna tell you why she doesn't like you.
I
I don't
will beat you into the motherfucking ground for bringing up Jonathan. I said, tell me about my 2 other kids. I've given birth to 4 children. 4. She knows about my son that's in jail. She knows about Jonathan, but they do so much digging. What about my other two kids? It's kind of funny that Molly brings up Duke all of a sudden. She knows that I have a son at Duke. She knows that. That's why she keeps bringing up Duke.
Mhm.
She keeps
Well,
bringing up
listen,
Duke all of
she's
a
sitting
sudden
there
because
talking
she
about.
knows I have a son at Duke on a full ride. And I have a daughter too. And she's about to start pre med. Molly is jealous of me in every
Of course she
aspect.
is.
She's
And sitting here
jealous of my
talking about
house.
how she's got a prize son. Let me tell you
She
something.
doesn't. Jake is going.
Hell to the no would I ever curse myself like that. She doesn't know what Jake is going to grow up to be. I mean, you can hope
You
and have
don't
all the
know. You don't
absolutely not
know.
have all the aspirations in life you want to have, but you don't know what path he's going to take. You don't know who he's going to meet in his life that's going to influence him and what path he's going to take.
I'm so
I'm
sorry. I
sorry.
can't stop crying. I've been like this for 2 fucking days, right?
She's
I've
not
had
worth
so
it,
much
Michelle.
therapy over Johnson's death. I've had so much therapy, but like that woman fucking triggered me when she said he's alive and he's in Diamond. He's not.
She's
He's
not worth it. And listen to me. The
next
people that
time you
matter.
drive, next time you're on 10 and you're driving through Mississippi at the Pass Christian exit,
Uh-huh.
um, if you're heading towards New Orleans, get off on the exit and take a right and drive like 2 miles. I will pay you because I live in Georgia. I will pay you to leave flowers on my son's tomb. I will tell you exactly where it is. He's
Consider
buried.
it done. I'll take care of that for
He's
you.
buried under an oak tree.
Oh,
And I
baby.
live like 5.5 hours away, and I wish I could visit his grave more often.
I'll
Um,
visit it for you, and we can. I don't have an iPhone, but we can go through Messenger and we can FaceTime or
and she's
whatever.
a cunt.
Yes, she is. And listen,
If I knew who this woman was and she wants to act like she has so much balls, bitch, meet me somewhere and I will fucking tear you apart.
the people that matter on here know how she is.
I can't even breathe. It's been 2 days since all this shit has happened. She's like, do you have a therapist and a psychiatrist? Yes, I fucking do. And I'm on, and I don't take it. I should take it. I should take what my doctor gives me, but I don't take it, right? I'm on 2.5 milligrams prescribed of Xanax since this shit has happened, and I don't take it.
Well, you need to take it at night before
I'm
you go to
on
sleep.
I'm on trazodone and Remmer on Tommy sleep, and I don't take it. But this is so crazy. I'm going after Molly. I'm going after her, and I'm starting my channel. And I saw that people said I'm so poor that I can't afford streaming stuff. I can afford it. I'm not gonna pay extra money to go after Molly. And
They don't.
I'm gonna drop clips and they're gonna be so funny and so ridiculous. But
Hey, Donna.
I can't fucking breathe right now. Oh,
I know,
because
baby.
of this
Listen to
shit.
me, Michelle. Don't let her get to you like this. I know it's hard, and I can only imagine. I can only imagine how you feel. Uh, but she
I'm
is.
sorry. I'm trying to pull myself together.
That's
Just
okay.
like
She is a train wreck. She is. She is a train wreck. That's why people. That's why people tune into her. It is a shit show over there. You never know what you're going. You don't know if you're gonna hear her talking. See her putting gold teeth in and trying to. How racist is that for her to get up there and mock black people? I would be so offended if
it's
I was a
beyond
black person.
racist, right? It's beyond racist.
It's beyond racism. But
My
because
son's casket was 18 inches long. His casket was 18 inches long. You want to talk about surreal? Walk in Edmund Fahey Funeral Home and walk into the visitation because people have been to funerals, right? And you walk into the little parlor stuff. Well, be a mother, and walk into the home and see your infant son in an 18-inch casket with flowers, so many flowers that you can't even see him. And that bitch went there with me.
you're a strong woman, Michelle. You're a strong woman.
You know
I
what?
had I
My
had
husband wants to put
to
his
bring
TV.
myself together because I had two other children.
Hold on a second, Michelle. My husband is he's over here in this. What?
So you was talking racism. It ain't nothing about racism.
Well, what?
What is it? What it is about is having respect for your fellow man, somebody that walks this earth just like you do.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. It's not about the color. It's about having, respect for exactly because he walks on the same ground you walk on. Their blood runs through their veins just like ours do. I don't care what color you are. God created all of us. And just because their skin tone is a different color than mine makes them no different in my eyes or in the good Lord's eyes. And shame on her for getting up there and trying to sound like they're, mock them verbally, mock them physically, put gold teeth. Yo, I mean, how rude is that bitch? But look, you were so much better, Michelle. You were so much better than that. You are so much better than that. I promise you. Um, look, my heart it breaks for you, and I want to apologize publicly because when we were did our live before, I had put you on mute because I was on the phone trying to figure out how to do this, and I didn't hear that you were talking about your baby necessarily. So it come across. I had a lot of people in comments saying that I was a rude host, and I apologize. I wasn't trying to laugh at. I would never laugh and make fun about that situation. I hope you know that. So I just wanted to let you know that publicly that I would never ever do something like that. And you need to read the chats. People are uh, they're all supporting you, Michelle. You need to shake this off. I know it's hard, but shake it off because listen, she, just like when she got up there that night and started talking that vile crap, saying that I said the stuff that I said when I was in Texas, which I did not say. But and then saying that how I was sleeping naked. Look, it was my own bed. I didn't share a bed with anybody. If I choose to sleep naked, that's my prerogative. And I don't sleep on my back. I don't have a bush. All the shit that she was saying is bullcrap. I mean, I'm not even going to try to defend myself against that because I know the truth, and it's not in her business how I sleep. But she made a spectacle of herself. She showed everybody who she really is. There, even if I knew that stuff about her or if I felt like that about her, there's no way I would get up here and say it. I would never say that. That's not how I roll. There's lots of things about her that I could say that I have not ever said, and I'm not going to say because it was said in a private conversation between us. It hasn't, I mean, I've got video where she married Tacos and her wife, and she was so messed up on Xanax. It took her, how long it takes for a wedding ceremony to, it's like wham bam, thank you, about 5 minutes and it's done. No, 30 minutes. It was so uncomfortable with her standing there looking at the words. Now, okay, trying to read the vows that I started laughing. It was so uncomfortable. I had Taco started laughing, and the I mean it become hilarious. And Marissa looked up and saw us laugh, and I couldn't help it. I said, "Bitch, I can't help it. You need to get on." I've got all that on video. I recorded all that. I could get on here and play it and show everybody how long it took her to spit out 10 words. I mean, she was so zanned out that she couldn't even freaking perform the ceremony. So she don't want to go there with me. She don't want to go there with me. But that's not how I roll. I don't want to do. I would never. I'm saying I would never do that because that's not. I'm not going to let her take me out of who I am and take me out of my character. You know what I mean? I did a little bit that night, but there's no way I would go low like that because that's just not who I am. I have more respect for myself than to say the things that she did. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she made herself look like an imbecile, and just like she does every time she goes live. You never know she's a damn freaking. I mean, she's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Not seeing you at sitting acting like this. So, yeah, don't let her see you cry for sure, because she gets off on it. That's what's so jacked up, Ash. You're so right, Ash. She gets off on that crap. It is like it makes her feel good, which it breaks my heart. Even if I was the one that had hurt your feelings, Michelle, to hear you cry would break my heart. I don't get off on that, man. That's not how I go through life. I don't go through life trying to hurt people. I go through life trying to help people and build them up. I'm not about tearing them down. And here she is supposed to be a damn life coach, and she's going to go and push you to the level she's pushed you to. If she does have a certificate, a life coach certificate, if she does, and that's a big if she does, the bitch ought to have it pulled because just what she has done to you, the way she's treated you, should be grounds for her not being able to be a certified life coach. because she's nobody's life coach. Let's just be real about it. And her Patreons, look, as soon as you cut the money out, let me tell you guys something. I quit being in her Patreon about 9 months before we fell apart. Before our friendship come to an end, I quit being in her Patreon. I told her I was going to. I sent her a message and told her, but I don't guess she thought that I was going to do it. So whenever it didn't go through her bank that day, she texted me that morning and said, oh my God, uh, your payment didn't go through. Are you okay?" Well, I didn't just not send my payment through. I put on there that I was withdrawing it because I had several months prior to that I lost my card and I had to get another one and I didn't change it with Patreon. So it was probably a week before I even went in there and updated it. But let me tell you something. She deactivated my account that first day and we were supposed to be friends. So the day that my payment didn't go through, she deactivated me in Patreon. And it was probably 5 or 6, and I debated then about even putting my new card back in there. I debated then doing it, but I did. I went in, I waited about a week and I put it back in there. And I got reinstated. But oh yeah, I'm supposed to be her friend. And the day my payment didn't go through, when it didn't clear, the bitch deactivated me. So whenever I did pull my membership or my Patreon out of there, our relationship was start and I wasn't putting her through the test, but I think subconsciously I was oh yeah, right. Pull up for a month to see how you get treated. Absolutely, life rewind. But I think subconsciously I was sitting back and I was like waiting to see where this was going to go because uh, supposedly our friendship wasn't built on my Patreon money. You know, so but the phone calls uh slowed way down, and that's whenever she started getting pissy with me about going in about being in Mallory's and taking up for Mallory when she was being rude to Mallory, and then being in John Crime's bitch. Nobody tells me where to go, and I told her that several times before. But yeah, so listen to me. As soon as those Patreon people quit paying her, all her friends and her sisters or whatever they're going to be over and done with. I found Dory. Hey, German lady, is it true that she struck you? Somebody I read somewhere where she struck you. What a bitch move if she did. What a bitch move. No, what did she do to Snowbird last night? Hey, Valentina, are you still there, Michelle? Michelle, are you there, babe? I'm gonna call you after I get off and check with you, check on you. Oh yeah, absolutely. There, I'll pay for it. Look, if she wouldn't, and then she said that Michelle's not the kind of person that she would hang around with in real life. Bullshit. Oh, you got okay. All right. Uh,
Hey,
oh,
my
sorry.
back.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, just a second. Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Michelle
you
is the
dropped
type.
me accidentally, and then I was been sitting backstage for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was on my soapbox. But Michelle, you are somebody that she would hang out with. You absolutely are. And
Do you see my? Do you just? It's kind of funny. Do you see my picture?
yes, I did. I heard what you told Randy and Wendy last night. I thought that was hilarious.
Fuck her. I took that picture this weekend.
Yeah. She
Fuck
look.
her.
Hey, just a
Wait.
girl. Band-aid of memories. Hey guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Cecilia
So
Jackson.
Molly wants to dig up all this shit on me, and so there's a lot of Molly haters, and they've been contacting me on Facebook, right?
Uh-huh.
So Walter had to surrender, and I can send you. I'm gonna send you some shit. Like when I drop off of here,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send you some shit, girl, because we're not even Facebook friends. We've got our cell phone numbers.
Mhm.
Walter had to surrender his real estate license in 2018. He had to surrender his real estate license. I got it wrong on her panel when I said her broker's license. He had to surrender his real estate license in 2018 because of shady shit. First, he got a strike against it, and then in 2018, he had to surrender his license. I'm gonna send you all this stuff.
Well, I was told, I've heard over the,
He divorced Marissa.
yeah, I don't think they're legally married
They're
now, but
not married.
I
They're
was
not
told
married.
told that she had she was a realtor also, and that she
She
did
got her
something.
realtor's license because he had a broker's license because you have to have someone support you. Because I had my realtor's license. Um, they're like, oh, Michelle did all this stuff, this awesome stuff. She must either be really smart or a liar. Well, guess what? It's the first. I'm really smart.
Listen,
And
little Boston said, Michelle, I am a drug. I mean, I'm sorry, an ex drug addict, and I would never blame my parents. Amen.
it
I
wasn't
mean,
my fault. I
I
mean,
know
my
it
son
wasn't.
was at college. I mean,
Absolutely. Look, listen
what
to
am
me.
I supposed to do? Like, move into campus and like
All
follow
that
him to
shit that she has
classes? I
said to
mean, what the
you
fuck?
is going to come back. It's going to come back to roost on her in her chicken house. You can trust and believe that. You don't say stuff like that, and uh, God don't like
Heroin
ugly.
use is an epidemic right now, but it's about to be a pandemic. It's about to be a pandemic. And she thinks that Jake is like safe. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to him, right? But her
Right?
son is not safe. Her son
No,
is not safe from this
no.
because
Well,
my son had a full ride at 17 at ULL, USL, but it's ULL now, right? I'm
mm-hmm.
sure you're familiar. You're from like Mississippi,
Oh yeah.
Louisiana.
Yep.
Yeah, my son had a full ride at 17 to ULL for aeronautical engineering. And then he dropped his major to something else stupid. I don't even remember what it was. I'm like, Joe, why are you doing that? Well, mom, it's too hard. Nothing was ever too hard for him. And I should have like started doing some deep digging then when he dropped his major.
Yep.
And I didn't. But I had nothing to do with what he was doing, right? ULL is a party school. It's
Mm-hmm.
like LSU used to be when I went to LSU. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little name. I mean, I'm not bragging, but it's kind of funny because you're from Mississippi. If you've been there forever, then you
Yep.
know about LSU. There's a bar called Chimes. It's right off campus. And
My
like,
I used to live a half a block out of the north gates of LSU, and
so you know about Chimes. Well,
I,
I've got my name. I've got a plaque on the wall because I drank my way around the world. You
mm-hmm.
know the bar menu
Yeah.
and right. So I mean, uh, ULL is becoming an LSU. And I mean, I was responsible in college, but I had fun in college. And if you go to college, you should learn, you should enjoy your life. I mean, yeah, study, yeah, get your degree, but Jesus, like, be a be a young adult, have fun, party. Don't do drugs, but I don't have anything
Right.
wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with drinking and having fun and being in a fraternity. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I did
Well,
it.
no,
And
there's not. I mean, look, their kids are going to be kids. I mean, regardless of how my mother and dad raised me with, with morals, respect, not to do drugs.
right. My
When I
parents
got
have
out on
never
my
done
own,
drugs. My
look,
mom's never ever smoked a cigarette.
yeah, I mean, I moved away, and I moved away eventually, and was gone. Moved away for I was gone for like 30 years. I didn't live close to home because I wasn't married. I was living in sin, and I didn't want to disrespect my parents by having it here and around where we were raised. I didn't
That's what
want
happened with my aunt Lisa. Yeah,
to.
she was living my family, and I'm gonna drop a little bit more information and Molly can dig. My family has racehorses.
Mm-mm,
We're in the racehorse industry, right? Big time, big time, big time. And my aunt was with a jockey and he's actually in the Racing Hall of Fame. He passed away of brain cancer. God, it's been a decade. I can't believe it's been that long.
mm-mm,
So she cannot go after him if she wants to. Go for it, bitch. His nickname is Tijo, right? I'll
mm-mm.
drop another hint from Molly. And my aunt moved in with him. And my family is so old school that they could never spend the night at their house when they came in town because that's not acceptable in my family. That's how
Mhm.
old school my family is. You
Yeah,
don't
oh
live
yeah.
together.
Well, did y'all see it last night where that, or maybe it was this morning where that lady had come, I don't know who it was. She come up on panel and they were talking about weight, Marissa's weight, and she was saying, "No, you can do it." And Marissa got pissed off and said, "I don't know." She
I
booted her
saw
because
that. I saw
how
that.
how
And they
freaking
dropped her
integral.
and they doxed her.
Yeah, how insecure and shit. So let me touch on that, Jeff. My husband would. First of all, I would never even think about doing that. But my husband, I asked him. I mean, I played a couple of. He couldn't believe it. The first time that I played him a little clip of her talking to some of those guys, he couldn't believe it. He said, "What in the hell?" He didn't even want to finish listening to it. I said, "You've got to listen to it." It was the one where she put "Beat It" on, and
She puts beat it on every
yeah,
stream
but this
she
one was like
does.
one of the first ones where the dude like did it on the live and said,
Yeah,
"Let me play you
yeah.
back."
What a
I mean, my
and
husband didn't
Jake
even want
has to watch this. His friends have to watch
right.
this.
And I said, "You've got to listen to this." He said, "What has happened to her?" He said, "Hell no, he wouldn't be okay with it. I don't know any man that would be okay with it. And if Walter is, well, Adrian is okay with it, then I think that speaks volumes
He
about their
doesn't know.
relationship.
He
I
doesn't know
think
the
it speaks
extent.
volumes about the relationship." And German lady, she doesn't read her emails. Matter of fact, she's uh from what I heard, she was like trying to get Robin to come down to help her. Robin, I think, does a lot of her behind.
No, she's not trying to get Robin to come down. Robin wants to come down so badly. By the way, I took half a Xanax, so I'm a lot
Good,
calmer.
good,
I hope I
good.
don't fall asleep on your panel, right? Because
Well,
I'm a
that's okay.
lightweight. I'm a
That's okay. You
lightweight.
won't be the first one to fall asleep on panel, girl. There's been
No, I'm
lots
a
of
lightweight, and they kick my butt.
hey, this is listener
Seriously.
Lola, Miss Ventura. But yeah, I just don't know. My husband is not retired from the Air Force. She's insult. Right, she is insulting a lot of people. And look, I heard her. She can say whatever she wants to say about Vaughn McCray.
She doesn't care about him. It's
No,
money.
she doesn't. I heard her get up there when people started asking for refunds. I heard her saying how tacky they were, how dare they, all the crap that she was saying. They were, you know what I mean? Okay, basically saying that they didn't, they donated, they didn't deserve it. But that
I've
wasn't what
been
she was saying.
digging. I've
Yeah,
been
that wasn't what
digging.
she was saying when she was trying to hang Diane out to dry a year ago, 9 months ago. That
Did you
wasn't
know
her.
that Letitia just bought a 2022 brand new truck?
No, I didn't know that. But yeah,
Yep.
listen, German lady says you give out way too much info, and I know you don't know, and you have to, unfortunately, you're gonna have to.
At this point, I don't give a fuck because like all of my information is given out. So who
Yeah,
cares
that's
if I give a few
yeah.
snippets of my life?
Yeah, I mean, and she
I'm
did
giving
that.
out the good information now.
She was like, "Yeah, I've been reading all this. I mean, I've been seeing all this stuff about your finances, your income, your bank.
That's not
Just saying.
true. I just
So
know about her house.
it's so tacky, though. Okay, Marissa, you may not be digging for the information, but people are giving it to you, and you're going on your panel and you're reading it out loud for everybody to hear. You know,
But
uh,
now people are sending me shit on Molly, which is hilarious. Her
uh,
subs are giving her information on me, and it's not true. And
well,
she'll read like,
but you know what? It doesn't matter if it is because this is how she rolls. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I get it.
Somebody can come in her chat and type something. She reads it and she runs with it like it is the gospel and it's written.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Like,
she doesn't fact check. She runs with it. I've seen her do it so many times. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous that she does that. And even if she knows it's not true, if somebody puts it in chat, she feels like that's her way of being able to validate what she said. Well, I saw it in my chat. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. People get things wrong all the time on here. You know.
listen, yeah, Michelle farted at her house in Georgia, and it was so powerful that I farted and I created a tornado that spun the house in Kansas on the Wizard of Witch, and it landed on the Wicked Witch and killed her, right? Like, right, that's like the information she's getting in the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I farted so hard that, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like, right. I mean, she's nuts. She's knocking
And then
futs.
Goose got up there the other night after you had gotten off.
Goose is a Go ahead, finish your
She
sentence, and I'll
tried
give
to
you
she
my thing
tried
on
to
Goose.
she tried to reason. I think
No, no, Goose
well
is a
she
drama
tried
queen.
to make Marissa see that just because it's not right to come back at you or whatever. But Marissa wasn't down for that. Anytime you tell her something that goes against what she's feeling at the time, like when she pulled that crap with Potty Mouth Mom, and I called her and I told her, that's not cool. You need to. She got pissed at me for it. She did not like me. But look, that's how I am as a friend. I'm going to tell you when you're screwing up because I want you to do the same for me. So, but she didn't want to hear it. And I mean, I did it every time I felt something like that. I would tell her behind the scenes, and she wouldn't like it. She would get pissed off. She don't want to hear. if you go against what she's feeling at the time,
Yep.
she's not gonna hear it. You know what I mean? And for her to say that she always says that she's sorry, that is such bull crap, man.
She's
I
not
don't
sorry.
know
Oh,
she's
she's
not
sorry.
sorry.
She's sorry. She's a sorry piece of shit. She's a waste of oxygen.
Thank you, Band-Aid Memories. Uh,
I do have to say something about Justin.
yeah.
And because I'm on live, and I hope that people clip this, and I hope they send it to Justin. And I really need to make this clear, and I do. I need everyone that's on panel, anyone that has anything to do with Justin, I need him to hear this. I do. Justin seems like a decent guy, and Justin got wrapped up with Molly, and Molly has a huge channel, right?
Hmm.
So I don't blame Justin for piggybacking off of Molly. I think Justin got way over his head with this fundraiser with Vaughn, and I think Justin's worried because now people are looking into the fundraiser.
Hmm.
Justin really is a voice of reason. I like him. I like him a lot.
I do too. I don't
But
have
I
anything.
but Justin thinks I'm against him, and so I really have to say this. Just let me say this about Justin, please,
Mhm.
please.
Are you there, Michelle? Michelle, it says your mic isn't connected. You need to check your mic.
I'm sorry,
You got, oh,
my
it's
son
okay.
my son was actually just calling me from jail, and
Okay,
I kicked the phone call.
gotcha. All right, go ahead.
Apparently, I don't talk to my son. Yeah, he was just calling me from jail.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm not feeding into him because I've done it for 6 years. I
Yep.
put money on his books, like $50 a week, and no, he's gonna have to finally learn a lesson.
Yep.
I'm gonna send him stamps. Because you can buy things online for the commissary. I'm gonna give him stamps, an envelope, and a piece of like a pencil.
Mhm.
And if he wants to contact me, he's gonna have to get a reality check now. Because I've
Yep.
saved him from everything. I've bonded him out. I've paid lawyers. I've done everything, and nothing has worked. And it's getting worse and worse. My son got shot a couple months ago, and he didn't even go to the emergency room because of warrants that he had on him. At least he's in jail and he's getting medical treatment for a gunshot wound to the knee. I mean, like, they shot at him 7 times and they hit him once. Like, fuck Molly.
Yeah.
I'm
Nobody
doing
knows
what's
your
right
condition.
for my kid.
Yeah. Nobody knows what's going on between you and your son better than you do, and you know what you need to do. And don't worry about it. You do what you need to do, and
Bruh, I love my kid. I
yeah,
love my kid. I
absolutely.
buried a
Of course
child. Do you think that I wouldn't do anything to save my kid's life?
you
Do
do.
you
Of
think
course you
I've
do.
not done everything to save Joseph's life? I've done
Yeah.
everything I can. And now we're at the point where he's looking at some serious charges, right? I don't. I'm honest with everything. She wants to pull up my life. Cool. I'm honest with everything. Joseph's looking at 3 charges. Three. Not one, not two. 3 charges that are looking at 10 to 99. Right?
Mhm.
I hope, and this sounds fucked up if you don't know anything about addiction, I hope that they give him 10. And he's 26 years old. But it is going to save his life. It's going to save my son's life and it might repair our relationship because I finally am practicing tough love. I'm not taking his jail calls every day, 2, 3 times a day. I'm not paying for those calls.
Mhm.
I'm not putting up with his little bullshit manipulation. He is looking at 10 to 99 on 3 charges and he wants to tell me, but mom, somebody tried to steal my bike and I was trying to get it back. Oh, fuck you, liar. I've
Mhm.
been through this so many times.
Yeah.
So my,
People are. Yeah. People. You got to do what you need to do, and not worry.
but
And
I've
people
been
are
through
saying,
this so many times and like
of course. Yeah. It's
this
like
is
I
the
know.
time
Well,
that
tough
he
love is a
really
hard
has.
thing to do. Tough love is a hard thing to do, and it really is very difficult, especially when you love the person, you know. But you have to look at it like I don't want to. I'm not going to help you die. You know, I mean, you really have to get there.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
listen, people in chat are saying that Justin is definitely not innocent. He
He's not innocent, and that's what I
no,
wanted to tell you.
yeah.
So I got a little bone to pick with Justin, and I will get on Justin's panel live,
Hmm.
1-on-1, and speak to him. What he did with trying to unsmudge Kylie's photos,
Hmm.
he's a piece of shit. Clip it and send it. Justin, you're a piece of shit for doing that. I understand that you are a mortician and you're used to dealing with death, but if you look at the Adventures with Purpose video, Kylie's dad couldn't even stay there to have her SUV pulled out of the water because he said, I can't remember my daughter like this. He
Right.
left the scene, and Justin pulled up videos and said, can you see the skull? Can you see her arm? Can you see her iPhone
There
charger?
was no need in that.
Well, and then he came up and said, "Oh, well, I really didn't do that. You couldn't see anything." Oh, bullshit, Justin. Justin, suck my dick, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm
There's
not being awful about it, but I'm the type of person to where I will call you out on your shit if you
yep.
need to be called out.
You know it. He. It takes what is it they say? It takes a lifetime to build trust, and it takes one second or whatever to break it. Doing stuff like that will make him lose because most people aren't okay with that. I mean, he can say whatever he wants to say about it, but he was the
He
first
knows
person.
you messed up.
Yeah, he does. I think he knows he did, and he can justify it however he wants. But there was no need in it. I mean, this is a screwed up case as it is. I mean, it's already ridiculous how it's being handled, and
I'm eating on
there was no need
live.
in that. There was no need in that. But he also knows that, and Marissa basically said that. She said, "Look what happened to Tiffany Marie. I think she learned. She lost. Was it Tiffany Marie she was talking about?
Is that
She
the
was
girl
talking.
that got arrested with her in New Orleans?
No, Tiffany Marie was one that she was buddy with during the Cash Gurnan case, and they ended up falling out over Summer Wells and AB, Tiffany's Canadian boyfriend or whatever. But
I'm brand new to YouTube and I don't know all the
yeah,
backstories on people.
but Tiffany and her fell out. I think that's who she was talking about. She learned her lesson when she left. Oh no, she was talking about Bullhorn Betty when Andrea left. She said she thought she was going to ride in here and on my shirt tail and it was going to be easy peasy. But she learned she lost a lot of subscribers whenever we fell out or whatever. Uh, yeah, I did a parody of her Dunkin' Donuts. It's on my it's a short actually. You guys should watch it if you haven't seen it of Tiffany Marie, but her Dunkin' Donuts debacle. But
Girl, you have no idea what's about to come.
well, it'll be. I'm sure it'll be worth the wait. And but listen, yeah, I want you to just don't let her. Uh,
She's not. It's just the Jonathan thing just hit me
I know.
hard.
I'm
I
sure, and you showed a lot of strength and fortitude like throughout from the beginning. You've been
I'm not
strong.
scared of her.
Oh,
You
I know
we
you're not.
talk. No wait, you and I talk on the phone personally, right?
Hmm.
So you know what I feel about her and she is not gonna take my life over. It just hit really hard. It hit so hard when I said, tell me about my two other children.
Hmm.
Because everyone knows that Jonathan passed.
Hmm.
And I said, tell me about my two other kids. And she's like, oh, Jonathan lives in Diamond Head. Bitch, no, he doesn't. He's buried in Pass Christian under the most beautiful oak tree with a big branch with wind chimes over his grave.
Hmm.
And if you're a parent, this might have calmed down, so I'm not going to cry, right? In an 11-day period, I had to deal with picking my son up out of his crib and him being dead.
Hmm.
I tried to shake him to startle him, and it was like shaking a baby doll, right? That was just completely limp. I did see. I can talk about this, but I want people to understand what I went through. I did CPR on him. I was on the phone, on speakerphone, when people had those little phones that you, whatever. And when I did CPR on him, when your body doesn't have any more circulation in it, and you press down on a body that doesn't have circulation on it, um, fluids come out of their mouth and their nose and their ears. I lost my motherfucking shit. And I was trying to explain to the lady on 911 that there were fluids coming out of his orifices.
Mm.
And she was like, that's okay, clear it away, clear it away. But she wasn't seeing what I was seeing and trying to explain. It was the most horrible thing any mother could ever go through. And usually when medics come to the house, they're
Listen.
always, they push you away and they're like, get back, get back, get back. And they didn't. They
Mm.
let they let me sit at his feet while they were working on him. And I was kissing his little bitty toes. You know how baby feet are so cute? I
Mm-hmm.
was kissing his toes, was kissing his toes, and I was screaming to the top of my lungs and be like, God, no, please, God, no, 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 breathe, Jonathan, breathe, Jonathan, breathe, Jonathan, breathe, breathe, breathe. I went through that. And they put him on a pillow to carry him out to the ambulance. And Jonathan passed between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. I was sleeping. There's nothing that anyone could have done.
Right.
It didn't make sense. SIDS doesn't make sense. We had 3 different autopsies on him. Edmund, you're from Mississippi, so you should know these places.
Mm-hmm.
Edmund Fahey Funeral Home. Norma, I can't remember her last name, did the first autopsy, and she came back SIDS. Well, I had his 3 month checkup 2 days before, and he had a clean bill of health. She's like, it's SIDS. I'm like, bullshit, woman. Find out why my son died. I was breastfeeding. I
Mm-hmm.
had to like have my breast milk dry up in 3 months because I had to just express a little bit and let it dry up because my boobs were exploding for 3 months after he died. Molly is sick. Everything that I've come through with his death has been massive. I had to go drain my breast 3 times during his wake and funeral because I was literally dripping through my shirt. She is the most fucked up person on the face of the earth. And anyone that's had like, I'm gonna get off of this because I'm getting too graphic. And if people
Okay.
had
Yeah.
kids, if
Yeah.
people had, no, I'm okay talking about it. But if anybody had a child, I cannot. If anyone lost a child, I love you. I'm here for you. And actually, that's going to be part of my channel is dealing with grief. I'm going to be in the drama community, but my channel is going to be a lot different, Diamond Cutter.
Well, that's
I'm going
good.
to, I'm going to actually care about people and not throw them under the bus. I'm going to be there for people instead of being like, oh, I'll sign a picture. You know what I want to do? My portfolio for my stunt doubles, I've got like black and whites and they're so classy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start sending out like nudes and sign them for people.
Well, you do whatever you
not
like.
not perv nudes. No, you can't
Right.
see anything. It's just like completely classy stuff.
Do you, boo? Do you, boo?
Right? It's funny because no, you can't see anything. It's just like a side part of me like arching up on a log. And you can't see anything, like you can't see anything like perverted. It's just
Mhm.
like a side shot of me and you can't see anything. You can see that I'm naked and
Yep.
my body's rocking, but you can't see like nipples or anything like that. So I think it's funny and I'm gonna start sending out nudes to people and signing
Yep.
them.
think Pixie Sticks has a great. She says that just realize that she's never going to change. Go forward and leave her in the wind, and that's the truth. I mean,
No, I'm gonna
she
bury her.
yeah, she's not ever going to change, and it's it's sad that she can't do some self value. She's got at some point, and I tried telling her this. You have to self evaluate. If you have all your friends are leaving you and they're all saying the same thing, then they all can't be wrong. Maybe you should take a stock in your own self and do some self evaluating and see, you know, what a contributing factor to this? Because I mean, most people would get that. They wouldn't have to be told that. She didn't even want to hear that. um, and she made this big deal about me saying that she's changed. Maybe she hadn't changed. Maybe that's who she is, who she always was. I just didn't see it. I like to call myself a good judge of character, but I don't know. I didn't see. I didn't pick up on that. But I know when she started showing me who she was, most definitely started backing off, and you know, uh, but thank you all for coming in and supporting me and listening to Michelle and supporting her. And
If you
uh,
need to drop, that's fine. I mean, I can go
yeah, we're
on.
cooking. My husband's cooking. We're boiling, doing a low country boil.
Oh, I hate you. I hate
He's boiling
you.
some shrimp. Yeah, we've got a friend's coming over, and we're gonna have some shrimp. The shrimp boat come in this morning, so
Oh, I hate you. They're
I
in
know
season now.
it is,
I've
and
got friends in Bay St. Louis. They're gonna be sending me some stuff. Yeah, it's shrimp season.
yep. So I'm gonna go out there and get me a wine cooler and have some shrimp. But
Hey,
anyway,
Diamond, I'm coming in. Probably in the next couple weeks. I'm coming back to New Orleans. Just because I need to see my friends, and
uh-huh.
I'm the type of person that has friends since elementary school, right? So that's saying some shit
Me too.
about me.
Yep.
But I'm coming in town soon. I'm gonna probably hook up with Alicia, Science Girl, when I'm in town. I'm gonna
Just a second, Michelle. Cork. I didn't go back to her. I wasn't dumped again. Let's get that straight. I went into her chat that day. I don't think you ever heard me saying I'm back. I didn't. You heard Marissa say she's back. I went in her chat. I had to super chat her because I was blocked. So
I'm
let's get it
blocked.
straight. Let's get it straight, Court. I didn't go back to her. She was talking on something and she wasn't being she wasn't telling the truth. I wanted to get up there on panel and throw my 2 cents in because I had already told her about what we were talking. She knew all about it. So I didn't go back. I wasn't dumped again. I got plenty of proof where I could prove it on here where I had people coming to me and I actually, let me just read this to you.
Cork
So she
needs to
wants to
put a
make,
cork in her mouth and like
yeah,
shut
she
the
wants to
fuck
make this
up.
big deal about on Messenger. She didn't show the truth and everything, but so whenever I sent her on Messenger and asked her if she had been telling people that, she, made a big deal about how she said, no, don't ever contact me. And then she's like, I wish you would show me proof. I kept
Diamond, don't
hearing,
justify anything. Listen,
oh,
Cork
well,
is
I'm
the
just
one.
saying, I did send her.
Cork
I
sent
sent
her
her,
champagne and breakfast in
yeah,
Chicago.
but
Cork is like a little Molly, like
oh, I
Cork,
know. I used to be,
ignore her.
Clark
Cork
used to
is
be
nothing. She's a
cool with
piece of
me.
shit.
But I did send her this screenshot of where I had somebody come in my chat under my comments and type
Hey,
and ask
Cork,
me
fuck
or
you.
tell me that she had said that she loaned me money. So I sent that to her because she wanted proof of the people that were saying this. So I sent it to her, and this is what she responds: "You're nothing but a disappointment. Please respect me and never contact me again. Thank you." That's what the stupid bitch wrote me
Hey,
whenever
Cork, I
she's
didn't know
asking
you
me
were
for
here.
proof.
Fuck you, Cork.
Yeah, when she's asking me for proof, Cork, that's the way she talks to somebody. That's where I sent her the look, Cork. I didn't get dumped again, and I never was back. She's the one that turned around and said, "Adrian, look who's back," because Adrian and I had a pretty cool relationship.
Cork
We did.
has no life. Cork had to send
Yeah,
champagne and
Cork.
breakfast to Molly in Chicago.
And Cork, you don't have to if you don't like what I'm saying. The door, you can leave the same way you came in, sugar. I'm not making you stay here. I understand. I understand you're a goon for her and you ride hard for her. I get it. I've been there, done
She's
that, got a
buying
t-shirt.
Molly's love and friendship. That's
Yep.
what Cork is doing. No, really.
Oh yeah, look, Court. If Court quit funding her, She can
Court
be
would be
done with
thrown
Cork
under the
too.
bus in a second, and Court doesn't understand.
Yeah, you can trust and believe that. You can trust and believe that she will be done with you too.
Did
I
you
can
hear
promise
what
you
Molly
that.
said about Queen Elizabeth?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. She's like, that woman's never worked a day in her life. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was horrible.
Oh,
The
Donna Bear.
Queen.
Yeah. Well, there. I heard her saying something. Somebody had that she thought that they were something about the crash that they were behind it or something. I can't remember exactly what she was saying, but
There's a conspiracy theory out there, and I kind of think maybe the royal family had something to do with that because Diana was like me. She like stood her ground, and
that
she
could
was a.
be.
But I'm not. I'm not like some true crime. Well, maybe I'm gonna be a true crime person, but I'm not into that. But I remember the day she died, and maybe it was the royal family, but maybe it was the paparazzi that were just taking so many pictures of her under the tunnel, and her driver was speeding so fast and he lost control of the car. I mean, I don't know. But Cork, if you're listening to me, I've only been around this since July 18th.
Let's
Look
see.
at what's happened to me, Cork. Stop kissing her ass and see what happens to you. Stop what Stop kissing her ass on what she does. Look what she did to her Patreon last night that just asked about where her wrench was. Y'all
It,
need to do some digging on Miss MGL. I know she hates being called MGL.
yeah, that's why I call her that. Well, I mean, I don't know why she. Well, it's all about money because if you don't type out Molly Golightly whenever you talk about her, she doesn't get credit. It don't pull up to her like whatever. Whenever people search for Molly Golightly, but
Diamond, when you pull off this live,
huh?
listen, when you pull off this live, you need to give me a phone call because there's some stuff I can't say
Okay,
right now on YouTube, but I'm going to have you crying, laughing, peeing your pants.
okay, all right. Probably after our company leaves, but
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm not in a rush, but I'm gonna let you know what my channel name is gonna be.
okay, okay. Oh gosh, that's funny. Well, look, that's really and truthfully all we can do is laugh about it because, unfortunately, she's got a lot of supporters, a lot of people that like watching that shit, and
I
that
think
like.
most of the people hate her. They just want to see
Well,
what
I
she's gonna
mean,
do next.
it takes all kinds to make the world go round, and I think she's got every kind there is over there. But I can promise you, I've seen some of them that come up on her panel, and she talks about you're not somebody that she would hang around with. I can promise you,
Bitch, I would
some of
ever
those
hang around
people
that
I've
fat
seen come
little
up on her
troll.
panel, I know for a fact she wouldn't give them the time of day if they
I would
wouldn't.
never hang around with her. You have to understand
Promise you that.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the gifts that she get, yeah, absolutely. We all love chicken cork, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm gonna
But Cork,
send
that
her an
just goes to
autograph
show you
picture
really don't
of
know the
me.
truth. You know.
I'm gonna send her an autograph picture of me. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep.
going to.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this chat. I'm
Look,
fixing to go eat.
Hey, Diamond, I'm gonna drop off when your
Okay.
people like finish. Even if it's tomorrow, I need you to
Okay.
call me because I've got some stuff like being planned,
Okay.
and
All right.
you're gonna die
Okay.
because I
Well,
love talking to you.
oh, you too, sugar. You too. Have a good evening, and
I love you.
I love you too. Stay in the good frame of mind. And
I'm
Cork,
good.
I'm glad she loves that I talk about her because as long as she pulls stupid
Everybody's
shit,
talking about her.
yeah, as
Every
long as she
single
keeps saying
person on
stupid
panel
shit
is giving her
and being
shit.
hip, showing her how big of a hypocrite she is, as long as she continues to do that, oh, I just stuttered, so that must mean I'm lying. That's what she says. As long as she keeps doing that, you can bet I'm going to keep talking about her ass because
Everybody's
uh,
gonna.
absolutely, especially whenever she is lying on me and she wants one person to tell one lie that she told. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you
Love
so
you,
much for the
baby. I'm
support.
sorry. Thanks for.
You're
Excuse me.
so welcome. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Okay. Talk to
Love
you
you,
later.
Diamond. Bye
Bye
bye. Bye,
bye.
guys. Thank you for listening to me on
Bye
panel.
bye. Thanks, Jeff.